Once upon a time, there was a wolf and a fox who were walking through the forest when they came across a piece of cheese. The wolf said, "Let's share the cheese." The fox said, "Okay." So the wolf and the fox divided the cheese in half. The wolf ate his half of the cheese right away, but the fox saved his half for later. The wolf said, "Why don't you eat your cheese now?" The fox said, "I'm going to save it for later. I'm not sure when I'll eat my next meal." The wolf said, "That's silly. You should eat your cheese now while you have it." But the fox refused. He wanted to save his cheese for later. The wolf and the fox continued walking through the forest. Soon they came to a river. The wolf said, "Let's swim across the river." The fox said, "Okay." So the wolf and the fox jumped into the river and started to swim. But the wolf was a much better swimmer than the fox. He quickly got to the other side of the river, but the fox was struggling to stay afloat. The wolf shouted across the river, "Why don't you eat your cheese now? It would give you strength to swim." But the fox had already lost his cheese. The current had swept it away. The fox finally made it to the other side of the river, but he was exhausted. He had lost his cheese and he was almost drowned. The wolf said, "I told you to eat your cheese now, but you were too stubborn. Now you've lost it all." The fox was very sad. He had learned his lesson. It's important to enjoy the things you have while you can. Moral of the story: don't be too greedy. Enjoy the things you have while you can.